on, man? I'm just here to, chop it up, give my thoughts and review, preview, predict what I think is going to happen this Sunday, only on pay-per-view. WWE Network presents the Elimination Chamber, which is back on the WWE calendar. SmackDown Live has this pay-per-view. For the last two pay-per-views before WrestleMania, the epicenter of wrestling, I feel like Elimination Chamber, even though the build-up has been light, let's just keep it all the way real. It has been light, but as SmackDown has done since its inception, I had to get that right, you dig? Since its inception over the summer 2016, I feel like SmackDown's been fighting for respect. They don't have the big names. They have names. They've built stars, and I feel like at this point, going into more than the halfway point, getting into 3/4, about 9 months, running almost 9 months into this separation of brands for quote-unquote brand supremacy, I feel like overall SmackDown has provided the most entertaining show of the week, minus NXT. And as far as the main roster is concerned, SmackDown is the leading brand, in my opinion. So now you see where I stand on that. That's why I always prefer to recap and tweet and talk about SmackDown. It's my favorite show. But let's just get into this thing, man. We have some great matches, in my opinion, and I feel like this is gonna lead to another quote-unquote pay-per-view style on TV. I would say the first week of March, I predict there'll be one more super show before WrestleMania. But that's next month. Let's talk about this Sunday. The first match I'm going to get into, which I feel not really be the order, but just a little, perspective where I think things should go. You got the handicap match with Dolph Ziggler versus Apollo Crews and Kalisto. This rivalry basically started when Dolph Ziggler turned heel finally after so long, and looking at his character get stale and not being able to progress as let's be honest, one of the leading wrestlers on the brand, if not the company. Dolph had his chance a couple years ago when he won the world title, never was able to capitalize on the opportunity. I just feel like every time Dolph has a chance to show why he's one of the best pure athletes, one of the best pure wrestlers on the roster, something always derails him. So in all honesty, it's like Dolph is starting over. I'm mad that they made this a handicap match. I've been talking about it for weeks. If you follow the SmackDown reviews, I've been talking about Dolph in a triple threat match against Kalisto and Apollo Crews, but handicap match, I got Dolph. I feel like something's going to happen, maybe a disqualification. Hopefully Dolph gets a clean pin over Kalisto, then he could rival with Apollo Crews, or just make it something where Apollo Crews and Kalisto turn on each other. I'm just looking to get the best matches out of SmackDown, because as much as they put on great matches, there's just matches that just honestly don't make sense, and this is one of them. But I have Dolph Ziggler pinning Kalisto and moving on to maybe a closeout feud next month before WrestleMania with Apollo Crews and Kalisto to be officially done with both of them, because I feel like they're still going to go back and forth, but we'll see. Let's move on to the first of three women's matches. Shout out to the women's division on SmackDown. This is, as I've been saying, the best women's division on the roster, regardless of having Charlotte, Bayley, and Sasha on the same roster. They don't use anybody else. There's only them three women, and throwing Nia Jax. That's about it, bro. The women on SmackDown, literally every woman is being used in some shape or form or fashion, and they're on TV. Let's get to the first of the three matches. Nikki Bella versus Natalya, a.k.a. Natty, a.k.a. Tyson Kidd's wife, bruh. This has been a long enough rivalry. I thought it should have ended at Royal Rumble, but quick backstory: these women have been arguing over pettiness, bitterness, jealousy, simple stuff, and Natalya has kicked up this Queen of the Black Hearts persona, and she's turned up on Nikki Bella. She turned up on her again on this previous episode of SmackDown Live. She said if I wasn't married, John Cena would be with me, bro. I almost died when she said that, though. I ain't even gonna hold you. But I'm going with Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella is gonna win. I think that Natalya, it would actually benefit Natalya more to win, but I think Nikki Bella's going to win. I think they're going to keep her away from the title. There's no need for her to be in the title picture when the female side of the roster on SmackDown is top heavy. Let's go to another match. We got Becky Lynch versus one of the GOATs of women wrestling on WWE programming. And to be honest with you, she's part of the original Revolution. Mickie James, Trish, Lita, Victoria. Like, you had some women that was giving it up. But let's get into this match. This is just in effect of Mickie James stopping Becky Lynch from retaining the title and assisting Alexa Bliss. I'm going for Mickie James for this match. I don't think it don't hurt Becky to lose, but I'm looking for clean victories, clean, decisive, ending storyline situations. I'm going with the GOAT, Mickie James. These women are going to go at it. I feel like 15 to 17 minutes, they're going to put in some work. I'm not, Let's get into the third one, which is for the WWE SmackDown Live Women's title. You have Alexa Bliss versus Naomi Feel the Glow. I feel like the chemistry between these two women are going to be very different when it came to Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. I felt like their chemistry wasn't where it was supposed to be. I expected better matches than what we got. They weren't bad matches, but they weren't great matches. They were just good matches. I feel like this is going to take Alexa Bliss to another level. Naomi is, without a shadow of a doubt, the most athletic female on the roster. Point blank in the story, the most natural talent. So it's not her time. I feel like it's her time to get a title shot, but I'm going with Miss Bliss. She's going to hit the Twisted Bliss, or she's going to hit that Jake the Snake style DDT. She's going to retain her championship. Let's move on. Luke Harper versus Randy Orton. These guys have been going at each other for literally about a month and a half now. Yeah, about a month and a half, almost 2 months, to be honest with you. And I like the feud. I like the development of Luke Harper. I like the evolution of his character and the fact that he's still a heel but has faced tendencies. Randy is always going to be one of those tweeners. Randy's the GOAT, bro. He's 13-time former world champion. He's over-accomplished. He's overachieved. He's main evented WrestleManias. He's done it all. I think a win for Luke would benefit Luke, but we know what's going to happen. Randy's going to win with an RKO out of nowhere. Let's move on. The match that I honestly feel is the second worst match of the evening. This the tag team turmoil with Breezango, Vaudevillains, Ascension, Heath Slater and Rhino, Usos, and the champs, the American Alpha. What I would do is, when everybody's eliminated and the Alphas is left, I would have Revival come out and actually take the titles. Or have American Alpha win, and it would set up a rematch or set up a tournament-style situation where you're going to fight to get into a special tag team ladder match for the tag team titles at WrestleMania. So, I'm going to go with American Alpha to win to set up a situation where Revival will get a shot for the belts at WrestleMania. I think the Revival should show up Sunday night, shock the world. Or if you want to give them the belts, I won't be mad at that either. And have the American Alpha chase the titles yet again. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Let's get to the final match of the evening, which is the Elimination Chamber match. Which is what we here for. John Cena defends the WWE Championship against the phenomenal AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, IC champ Dean Ambrose, Baron Corbin, and The Miz. Bray's gonna win, y'all. SmackDown did something real funny. They didn't really talk about Bray. Everybody came out to set up the Fatal 4-Way, but Bray didn't come out. Bray wasn't really mentioned in the championship match. John Cena wasn't really invoked into the Elimination Chamber talk too much. Bray's gonna shock the world, and I really feel like this second go around with Bray versus Randy will have a better meaning, will come off better for TV, and I think Bray is not gonna be a transfer title person. I don't think Bray's gonna win Sunday and then give the title to Randy. Randy doesn't need the title, just like John Cena doesn't need the title to be prevalent and potent on a roster. Bray getting his first singles title run, which is long overdue. On a brand where they're gonna build stars. I'm looking for Bray to take the title home. And then I'm looking for Bray and Randy to put on for the culture. That's just my opinion, man. So I'm going with Bray. I think this is going to be a 5-star situation. I think if the Elimination Chamber goes for 5 solid minutes, each interval before they let in the next person over to the next pod, this match will definitely go. It's going to go at least 40-45 minutes. Which it should. In the SmackDown pay-per-views, basically what happens with the SmackDown pay-per-views, they don't go 3 hours. So, maybe they push Dolph to the pre-show. I don't know. Hopefully. Because that match is trash. But that's just my thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with the recap on Monday morning. It's InternetSmarks. I'm out.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at InternetSmarks1 for all news, rumors, and updates for everything WWE, as well as live tweets for all WWE programming.